Welcome. I'm Ada Kay, your deaf courtroom commentator, breaking down the gripping courtroom drama, providing ASL interpretation when possible, while making justice accessible to everyone. Grab your favorite cup of Java and let's dive in. Hello, everyone. This is a test. We are testing everything. Why? Because I had to move locations and I'm feeling a little stressed. Is it echoey? Give me some feedback. I'm seeing I'm having some live issues, so looks like I'm going to have to pay to have everything hot wired. So how are you guys doing? Someone comment, say hello. Let me go into my Discord and let everybody know I'm live. I'm live. Yeah, I am. This is going to be interesting because it is a little echoey in here, I think. Let me do this. Let me get my other ears on. Oh, come on, let go. Let's see how that is. I'm already telling you, I'm going to have to get a longer testing 1 2. Why do I only have one ear? Hold on a moment. Oh. Testing 1 2. There we go. Let's see how that is. Hello, Miss Shenanigram. I'm Sheenie. Is that how you say it? Welcome. I am excited to see you. Not a new system, it's a new location. We had a office that we are not going to be able to be in anymore. We're having to move. So I was working out of said office, but now I am in my home and I am in my second room. That is not a bedroom. I've made it into an office. So yeah, it's a whole new world. Yeah. I've got my 4 monitors up. I got my camera. I got my Rodecaster, my ATM mini switcher, keyboard. I got all of my stuff installed. Last night was one sunny day. It was a freaking nightmare last night because we moved everything yesterday. And what happened? No sound, no camera. I was on a phone with one of my mods in freaking tears because it shouldn't have been a problem. And I can already tell you that the internet we have in the home is not going to work because I'm getting warnings, but um, I'll have to work with that. But I've called them in so they have to run the cable from the outside of the front of the house all the way to around the back of the house. And I need to get a hard line put in here. So we're going to work with that. Hello. So I'm going to ask y'all some questions. Hello, Miss June. I need to know how the sound is with just me talking because it seems a little echoey in here, but I don't know. Miss June, how do you like this background for now? I was not able to get the green thing up in time, but if I have to, I can pop over. If I have to. No echo on your end. Oh, wonderful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play some video. Mr. Vinnie Politan. And I'm going to get him lined up. And what we're going to do is get Mr. Vinnie Politan playing. And then I need you guys to tell me, do I need to turn the sound up on the video? And you do like the background, June? I've worked on it a little bit. These two clocks are antique clocks. They belong to family. This is a watercolor I painted. It is of hummingbirds, and I'm very connected. I got to get a longer wire. So we have an echo. Oh no, Joe Schmo. There seems to be the slightest odor echoes. Oh my God. So what does that mean? Oh, I'm going to try Don. I'm going to do Vinnie Politan, which is a good sound. And then we're going to try one of the court hearings from Donna Adelson. I really hate this moving home. Slightest of echo. I thought I had echo cancellation on this thing. Let me double check. I got to remember how I do that because system. No. Lighters. This. Sorry, guys. Okay, we'll work on that echo. Maybe just is it a little easier if I get the mic a little closer? Hello, Hilda B. Well, it may be. I did pull the mic closer, but I will tell you, I've got twice as much space. My cameras are about an arm's length. They're about 4 feet. My monitors are about 3 feet away from me, which I'm not used to. I'm used to having them like literally right here, which is kind of nice but weird. So now I'm not doing this so much. I can just cut my eyes and be one, middle, right, upper, or upper. I can just cut my eyes. So that's nice. If it's a little echoey, it might get a little better because I've still got put furniture and everything in here. I have hardwood floor, but I have carpet on the floor, which is good. I have those black squares. If I need to, I can staple them on the wall, but I don't want to. All right, wonderful. So we're going to play Vinnie Politan for sound testing. We'll do Donna Adelson in a minute because let me tell you, Donna Adelson's trial is a bugger.
Of Charlie Adelson, Donna's son, Wendy's brother. We were all watching it and we're listening in the evidence and like, wow, this almost sounds like a case against Donna Adelson. And at the time, she hadn't been charged. Well, shortly after that trial, she was charged. But I want to go back to Charlie's trial.
Okay, how is the sound with him? Because right now, my sound is set where it should normally be. And y'all are okay with that. I look more natural? Aw, thank you. This chair isn't, I'm used to the other chair. This is a little higher. The desk in here is a little higher. My back is not happy. So I'm going to have to get a little small pillow for my back, maybe the heating pad. Happy Sunday to y'all. Happy Sunday to y'all. The sound is good. The voice and the mouth are not saying what?
Listen to the prosecutor here talking about Donna.
It is on my end.
Donna is the overbearing matriarch who nags everyone to death about whatever it is that's currently.
Is that loud or is it just me? Is that loud or is it just me? Because man, it got hot.
on her. I call it the wheel. The wheels turn.
I can
all the
turn me
time,
down
right?
a little.
And Wendy getting away from Dan Markell and moving to South Florida was number one on the wheel. Donna enlists the defendant to go in and fix it, to solve the problem.
Donna. So Charlie Adelson, in that case, in that trial, it was like, okay, Charlie Adelson, he's the one who connected with Catherine McBanoa, was sleeping with her. She was sleeping with Sigfredo. Sigfredo's best friends with the Latin King guy. And Catherine said, oh yeah, I could get Sigfredo and his friend to take care of this for you. So there's that direct contact. So I understood the case, and I think the case against Charlie was very clear. And that brings us to the first question in our investigation. And it has to do with Donna and the upcoming trial. What evidence allegedly ties Donna to the murder for hire plot? Because that's going to be the focus of this trial. That's what they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. Here to help answer that question, Joel Waldman. He is the host of the Surviving the Survivor podcast.
Okay, so once again, I can't hear my own voice. I can't feel my...
interview.
Oh, that was them. Okay. I thought that I have a new radio. See, I have my Firecom radio, which y'all have heard go off a few times. But now I have the DPS radio, which may go off. I thought that was it going off. Okay, now let's listen to Donna Adelson.
Police allowed Wendy Adelson to make a phone call to her parents.
Louder,
let
softer,
them know
or
that Dan
okay? You
Markell
need to
had
let
been
me
shot.
know.
And after she got off the phone with her mother, the defendant, Wendy Adelson said to police, well, they acted surprised, so that's a relief.
Really? No,
And
that's
when
not
asked by
it.
law enforcement
No.
if anyone could have killed Dan Markell
No.
on her behalf, she also told the police about her brother, Charlie Adelson. Wendy admitted to police that her brother, Charlie Adelson, had joked that he looked into hiring a hitman to kill Dan Markell as a divorce.
Educate himself.
So I don't know why we're redacting.
Okay, here's another part of trial.
I believe the jury could take that as in a very derogatory way. It has absolutely nothing to do with this case, that comment. No,
How's the sound right now?
unless there's another motive.
Okay, how's the sound right now? I know it changed, but is it still kind of consistent? That was a joke, I hope. He said again, flash flood warning again. God, no. But I got to tell you, there's some serious changes in the river, and we've had some rain, and it's changing. Well, if it's off the mic a bit low, I can raise it a little.
I don't know about.
See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buttons. Okay. I was at a maximum 10. Everything 100% before. I'm only sitting at 4 right now. So I can raise it and lower it easily by my slider.
Since we do have 2 jurors of African American descent that would otherwise impute on the defendant a negative character trait, I will permit the redaction for that reason. Beyond that, the item will be
How is it now?
admitted.
Next judge is an email dated April 7th, 2015.
Good? Okay, we're not going to watch all this. I have other things we can watch, but how is that now? I can adjust it a little bit on my end, like if I feel it go low. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we got the sound problem fixed. Hella frickin' Luya. So we're going to go live tomorrow morning. 10 out of 10. Yay. How do I sound? Do I sound tinny? Do I need more bass in my voice? Does it natural sounding? I can't hear myself. I never can hear my own voice, so I depend on you guys because unfortunately everything had to go back to ground zero. So I don't know. I need y'all's opinion. I am I have to say we have so much moving to do. It's not even funny. This is like 1/10 of what needs to be moved. All righty then. I will leave it. Sounds wonderful. Yay. I am going to have to get more lighting to counteract some of this shadowing and stuff. Right now it is 7:13 my time. The sun is over on that part of the house. So both I have windows on my left and on my right. I'm in the corner. And so depending on the time of day, I may have a shadow here or there. Eventually I'm going to have to get some lighting. I have it. I just have to dig it out and set it up. But I'm not used to this. Before in my other place, I had no light coming into that room. So all the light came from what was in front of me. So yeah, I'm not used to this chair sticking up behind me. I'm just not used to it. But are y'all okay with the background? I got something fun to show y'all. Okay. I don't know who sent these to me, but somebody sent me some fun things. Oh, I left the Christmas one in the car. I've got Mr. Screaming Goat replaced. Then here's a special one for Donna Adelson. The Go-Witch. What do y'all think about my Go-Witch goat? Isn't that cute? Oh my God. Now listen, it's funny. What did y'all think about that one? And then, of course, you guys know that one of my mods sent me the. By the way, I have a story to tell you about this. And then somebody sent me another pickle. And then I found the sound for my soundboard. Why didn't it go off? So I have the same pickle sound on the soundboard, but I love this pickle by far. I love this pickle. And then I have another goat dressed up in Christmas that came also in the set of 3. It's only the same. I wish it had Christmas music, but it's just a goat. So that shelf directly behind me is going to be my little sound effect. This is a very long baton. I was the assistant director as a high school kid to the San Antonio Youth Philharmonic and Symphony, and I even got to direct the San Antonio Symphony one song during the Christmas concert. The year I graduated, because I used to substitute into the San Antonio Symphony, I played percussion, bass clarinet, contra, alto bass clarinet, clarinet, flute, piccolo, oboe, and bassoon. And this came from, he's now deceased, but one of the most popular San Antonio directors. So I always have this in my room. So if anybody asks, yes, I've done, and I was a drum major. It's just a little reminder that I have. Oh, yay. Is the internet looking okay to guys? Are we having any issues? Because it's fluctuating. And right now it's holding, but I'm a little worried about it. So how are we doing? All right. What I wanted to do is I found a video that is the tour. Are y'all ready for this? The tour of Charlie Adelson's Torgus Lane home. Oh, good. Thank you, June. So, mods, if you can just kind of keep an eye out if I start getting sluggy or acting weird, definitely let me know either live here or in live chat, which is where I'm at, always in Discord. Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all, we're going to watch this. It is the tour of the Adelson home, Charlie Adelson's home in which he was living when he was arrested. You need to send me, oh, SP Mama 444. I need you to send you a pin pickle, which has made a sound, but the pickle. Oh, yes. Send it. Yeah, yes. If you want my address, PM me and I'll send it to you. All right. So here we go. This, and I can't play the sound because it's copyrighted music. I know. But, yeah, this here is his home that he lived at the time in which he was arrested. I feel bad for the people who own it now. I would have blurred out the house number. But anyway, that's just me. Oh, good, it's protected with ADT. Not really. How do you like the silver lions? I don't know. I'm not too sure I like the silver lions. Painted silver lions. Yes, we are getting a tour of the home of Charles Adelson. Oh, okay. This is what he gave up. Yep, he gave up this home. No, I don't know. Oh, this is the living room, and that's the master bedroom. I don't like having a master bedroom right off of the living room. It just seems a little too close. I would like to have it a little further away, opposite side of the house, maybe. But it is what it is. Of course, that's the front of the house, the front windows. I do know what, maybe I want to try something. Let's do this for giggles and grin. There, put that on. I want to see if I get copyright. And of course, we're going to go into the master bedroom. And I don't know if that's his furniture or not, but that is his master bedroom. I don't like those short curtains. If you're going to have curtains, bring them to the ground. Of course, we're walking into the pantry, or the linen closet is on your left. Not bad little linen closet. Oh, you got a cheap AC. Wow, why do you have that? You got a house like that and you have to put a crappy AC thing in? This looks to be a closet. I don't know if those are his golf clubs, but somebody left their golf clubs. How's my sound? Yeah, very outdated. I only played 2 instruments. French horn. Ooh! I always wanted to learn French horn. My favorite instrument to listen to. Oh, we have so much in common. Oh, we have so much in common, Joe Schmo. Okay, so this is obviously the other part of the living room, bedroom. I know. Sweet. Ha 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 ha. You never know. Oh, thank you, SP Mom 444. How is my voice over? Okay, creepy. Wait a minute. How's my voice over the music? Is the music too loud or too soft? I'm trying to gauge my sound because I'm in a totally different room. And everything feels different. So I'm a little discombobulated. So I'm going to back this up. What about over the music? Thanks. There's no music, June? Y'all should have music. How about that? Is it too loud now? Okay, I am bringing it down just a hair because I want to be talking over the music. I wanted to come back because I would never have this house for the next reason and the next reason why. You have to go downstairs to get into the kitchen. I don't like these split levels with one in between. It's kind of like one between and you got a second. I don't like that. I don't like going down in a basement for a kitchen. Absolutely hate that. I think the woodwork is cool. It is outdated. I would like to see it in a lighter color. Cool refrigerator, I guess. It's a refrigerator. I guess they're trying to show the house. So this house is up for sale in this video. I think this is probably right at a fun. Well, it depends on where he lives, but I'm estimating a $500,000 home to 600. I don't know. It's expensive. I like the bathroom. Bathroom looks good. Yes, he was a partier. I found out some things I didn't know about him. The fact that he really loved to get high and do drugs and screw around on the weekends. Hello, Teresa. We are looking at the house of Charlie Adelson. Yeah, like he's got a pool on an inlet. It looks like a water inlet. That's nice. Well, it does make sense. It's downstairs by the pool. I just don't like going up and downstairs to get to most of the house. Only thing on this level is going to be your living room and the master bedroom and bathroom. So then you go down to the kitchen or you go up to the guest bedrooms. Put some sheets on that bed, y'all. Hey, that's my mattress, my son's room. We have that same mattress in my son's room. Nice closet. Not bad, but oh, that's kind of tight to get into the shelving. That's a little odd. There's not even a foot of space to get. I'd pull that out of there. I'd pull that out. You couldn't even open the drawers. Nice bathroom. Oh my gosh, it sold for 1.2 million. The property's worth over 2 million, but couldn't sell for more because it's attached to the Adelson name. They're very huge in Phoenix. All right, that makes sense. I don't know prices very well, depending on where you are. I would think that property without the house has a lot more value because of the inlet and the pool and all that. Yeah, so it was sold for 1.2 million. I wouldn't pay 1.2 million for that house. I would maybe 500,000. I don't care about the pool and the inlet. I don't like the house. Ball Harbor. It's cool, but I wouldn't want to live there. It's too boats, too open. No, not my cup of tea. What is it with the silver lions? He's got a miniature one, if you see it in a minute. He's got a miniature one on the corner in the back. I will take 5 for 500K. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like the backyard. I mean, it's okay. If someone gifted me this house, I could do a lot with it. But I'm not real fond of what the heck is that? Maybe. Maybe. It's not my style, but it's nice. It's well maintained. It had a new roof. Yeah, it does. Hi, Deborah. That I would have to look into, Boo, because I don't know. Was he ever accused of dental malpractice? I don't think so. And if so, being under influence a potential factor. I'm not sure. We'll Google it. I will Google it. Okay, that's interesting. So let me get the question up. Give me a minute and I'll. Oh, no, don't you dare. No, no, but shoot. Why are you doing this? There goes my light. My other one did that, and I don't know why. I'll have to Google it. I'm sorry, guys. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, not as light as it should be, but well, Charles Adelson was, let me pull it up here. Widely known for his role in Denmark article, he has not been publicly accused of dental malpractice in any form, legal or discrepancy proceedings based on available record. However, his dental practice did come under scrutiny in connection with the Red Room investigation, not for clinical misconduct, but for the financial entanglement with Catherine Magbanua, one of the co-conspirators and his girlfriend at the time. So that answered that question. Real estate prices have been, oh yeah, down, then up, then up, and up, and up. I know people that bought a house 20 years ago for $1,000 and it's tripled in price. The house that I'm living in, and I got to be honest, I am blessed to be here. I'm happy to be here. It's wonderful to be here. But this is not, I mean, it's a cute little house. Got a lot of things that we need to fix on it. But I think they paid like $120 for it. Now it's worth $220, and it was 10 years ago. So it in 10 years has doubled in price. It's actually quite amazing. Location. Oh, really? That's interesting. Yep. Oh, I heard that everybody went, hi, Debbie Owens. We're testing the new location. How do y'all like the background? It's not it's spacious in the room, but I have to keep this room because now this room's going to have to be my beading and sewing, podcasting, makeup, and my daughter's room when she comes. So I've got a lot of finagling to do. This week is going to be a hell week for me. Not only because I'm had to move everything here, I've also starting my last semester of college Monday. I've got 3 papers due by Saturday, and I'm taking 18 hours. Y'all. But I'm graduating in December. Didn't go down much. Just yeah. Wow. So anyway, one thing we're going to do is we're going to watch Vinnie Politan for a little bit. I want to get some video lay of the land. I want to talk about Donna Adelson a little bit. There's some things coming up in Donna Adelson's trial that we never heard of, or I did not hear of. But one of the things I do have are the jailhouse calls. I don't know if y'all have heard it. Hi, mother of papillons. All that COVID trial, gavel to gavel, rock star. All that coving. Oh, yes. Oh, no. So we're moving out of my son's business and we got to be out by the 1st. We've got 2,000 square foot of office and living spaces, so to speak, that we are got to find a place to put. And we're already 1,200 square foot in this house full. I also have to, we got all this Tuesday. I have 2 doctor's appointment and then I got my papers all week this week. And I mean, it's just piling. But what I will tell you is I absolutely love doing this. This is my passion. I love it. It's wonderful. How are y'all? Is the lighting okay without the main light? It's a little shadowy. It's a little, yeah, but not my favor. Covering. Yeah. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. Anytime. But now I want to share this because I have not heard the jail calls.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from.
Okay, this is from November 2023. I have not heard these calls because my hearing has been very difficult. So, yay. I'm glad y'all are liking this. I think the walls, if I lean back, I gotta bring the mic with me, I think. But I have a low boom arm. My cord is too short here, it running behind my arm. And I don't like that. So I gotta get an extender. I thought I had one, but I can't find it. Maybe I'll find it in the move. Everything fits different. Everything feels different. The chair is totally different and comfy and feel. I like the other one better, but it's a lower based chair. That means I'll be way down here and the desk way up here. I can though. I think I can put my I have a little footstool, not a little, somewhat of a big footstool, but I can stretch my legs out a little better in here. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. I'll adjust. I'm trying to think positive. I've got more desk room and I got a lot more depth, so I'm not as tight. I've got about 1.5 foot more in width in desk than I had before. I got bigger drawers. So yeah, much better. I'll break the chair in. It's much like shoes. Either that or I'll get another one. I wouldn't mind. I might try bringing that other chair up here and seeing, because I guess I could raise it. I just like the way it fits on my back better. This chair is super, super like this. That other chair is more rounded. It rounds around my back. I love my other chair. So I'm going to bring it up here and we'll see. We'll see. I will test it out. I know. I'll break it in. If not, I'll have the other one. Just saying. Let's listen to this for a little bit so we can play with the sound. Now, if you need more sound, give me a thumbs, an ear up. I have it in. If you are a member, you should be able to access those. If the sound needs to be lower, give me the lower. So ear with an arrow down if I need to lower the sound, not if it's too low. Show me what I need to do. If I need to make it louder, put an arrow up. Hi, Lucas. Hello. How do you like the new digs? I'm working on it. And I can decorate this for Christmas and different holidays. So that'll be cool. I will say I got 2 big windows on this side. I got a window over here. I potentially can, it'll be nice. I can actually see the weather and see what's happening. In my other place, it was just an enclosed room. I had no windows. So it was interesting. Please specify either if it is Ada or the court. Okay, very good. Fresh. Oh, yay. All right, here we go. We're going to play
An
the
incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press
1. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now. Hey, honey.
Yeah, sorry about
So
that.
no, last thing I heard was you said, and the chief, and then it just went down.
He was
Hi,
supposed to
Lucas.
reply. He's the same guy who said he was going to call Dan back when I first got here. Never called him back.
Hmm.
But Chief Mack, like, he's the chief of the whole jail, to come by and check me out.
So
Once
he has
that
not,
happened-
he has not been there yet.
He has not, but the psychologist, like
Yeah.
PhD, whatever she is,
Yeah.
she came by, and I said, listen, I'm fine. I'm getting
I know you
claustrophobic. Like,
Sure.
I used to looking outside of a window, you know, inches out into the pod, and this is like here. You're sitting in like
A block.
one, yeah, like a same textile as I had before, but I could look out the window into the pod. Here, it's like a box.
Yeah.
So you can't see. It's a mirror. They can see in, and you can't see out.
Is it any help?
Like-
Can Dan get this guy to come sooner? Would that be of any help?
God,
No.
Chief Mack runs the fucking jail. I don't care about where it calls.
No.
Right, it'll come slower.
Well, I'm sure the psychologist thought you were fine. So it's just a matter of waiting for that and waiting for the chief.
Yeah, she says we're going to work, and then, you know, it's slow, and then maybe tomorrow, you know,
Mm.
I got 33% left on my phone, and
Oh, well,
2:50 in the afternoon. And, it's okay. It once it hits the 15%, if you switch the little battery saver on, and then I can probably get that. But it's like, you know, you just isolate. Like I'm used to being able to talk to
Yeah.
people, move around,
of course.
chat at myself. It's like
Yeah.
you're doing the complete opposite of what I would need to have done
Right.
in this situation.
I know. All right. It sounds like if it's not today, they'll do it tomorrow, you know, but hopefully today. But they're not in a rush, Charlie. You know, you're in a rush, they're not in a rush.
I just like, yeah, it's bad enough all this happened, and now I'm like taken out of my normal surroundings and like
I know.
put into like a solitary. I mean, I get why they do it, but this is like, you know, it's trust me, it's a bed on like a.
Hey, Joe Schmo, just let you know, there's a lot of space that way I can go. So I can fit another person here a lot more comfortably than I could in the other place. I will say that for sure. But that's okay. We had fun, and it was an honor to have you.
Plastic box. I rolled up my mattress upstairs and brought it down to here, and it's just my bed sitting in my box. Like a
No, I'll look into that.
box. So,
Oh, a woman was arrested in San Antonio. Her baby was on the National Amber Alert, and they found the child. I don't know how old the child was in a safe.
around in the center of the room, where I'm used to walking back and forth in the middle of the pod. Now I just like walk up and then around the bed and then back. And it's like,
And it's the same story with like they'll shut off the phones at 4 and not till 6:30 back on. Is that everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just,
Hold on. Let me just checking in. Okay. There's Bree just checking in with me. Okay.
I talked to Dan.
Yeah. Then
He's like, and he's working hard. He's still in Tallahassee. I thought he had left. He's staying here an extra day, I guess, to write up.
yeah.
So whatever it is, if they open up an inquiry, they ask the judge.
Okay.
They
Good.
the investigation. You know, he said, listen, maybe the kind of thing is
Yeah.
9 months from now, the juror writes something stupid on a blog, and they investigate and they find out like, and then they find out something, and they're able to open it, and then it could possibly lead to an appeal. You know, I basically got the judge let a lot of stuff in to the case. And he did that because he didn't want them to appeal. You know, the harder the judge rules, I guess there's more appellate issues that can come up, like if that guy, Hankerson or whatever. You know, I guess the harder the judge rules on issues during the trial, the more likely there's to have an appellate issue. If the judge is in favor of the defendant, the more likely there's to have an appellate issue.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So my general feeling, this is just my feeling, I'm not a lawyer, but my feeling is that he ruled, if anything, he gave us the benefit of the doubt because he didn't want there to be an appellate issue.
Yeah. Is that what Dan thinks?
Well, I mean, he made that comment today that the judge ruled in our favor a number of times. You know, he let him bring stuff in. And I either said it or I heard it, that he meant it, that there's not going to be, let things say that we're done wrong. I mean, you have to either say that the judge could tell me, then if you your due process. You know, if the jury didn't do anything improper, like, what's your reason for wanting a new trial?
If there was an appeal, would it have to be in Tallahassee, or can you move it? Because I don't understand why they wouldn't let you move the venue. I don't. It was blatantly, I mean, look, I have, I didn't say this to you before I picked up the phone, but there's a lot of things that we have to do, and we've got a very tight time frame. So one of them involves taking care of some things for Roman, taking care of some things through Steinberg. Dad's been on the phone all day, and Susan was nice enough when I called her. She said, I'm going to gather everything up and I'm going to drive down. So she and Rick got here about, 10 minutes before you called, so that she could work with us, because we got a couple of hours of stuff to take care of for Roman. So working on that, and just a lot, but you're going to be okay. You're going to get out of that stupid room. Once you do, you'll start to feel a little bit better. I know that. And when I have something that I do need to tell you, I'll speak to Dan. Okay? So then I'll let you know what time to call him. Can you hear me, Charlie? Shit. You can't hear me.
Thank you so much, Jesse Roberts.
Charlie.
I appreciate it.
Charlie, can you hear me?
Hot coffee, by the way. Yes. All my coffee stuff, everything I have is over at the other place. Oh, that means I got to go there tonight and at least get some of the stuff and bring it here, because this girl's got to have her coffee. Oh, they're just quiet. I thought it ended. I don't have anything here.
That they cut the line each time. You have to pay for every minute, but they keep charging every time you reconnect. They say that doesn't happen. Listen, it's that he's in this room that so the psychologist, they want to make sure he doesn't kill himself. So the psychologist finally came, and he said to her, if you leave me here, I'll kill myself. There's no light, no nothing. I'm in a cement block.
Yes, that is so true.
Where I am. Please don't leave me here. And spoke to him for a little bit, and she said, no, you're perfectly fine. I know that. I just have to go back and, I've got a few of these reports I have to write. Once I get those written and then submit them and then get them approved, you'll be able to go back. So he thought he was going back in an hour, but that she better get that thing done, because I'll lose my mind in here. It's just all spirit on the inside. All you see is yourself. The lights never shut off, day or night. These fluorescent lights, he says, were on all night. He said, I just want to go back where I was. But at least I know people. I can see people. He says, here, I'm in a box. So he's just. What? I mean, I'm sure he'll pull back or just keep getting disconnected. I didn't even know he wasn't buying Coke. I ordered nothing. So I think very much. I don't want to do you know what I want to do. But what is that getting both of those? I think it would be a nice way to just leave you alone, say goodbye. I am not your friend, so go to prison because he didn't do. I can't push it. I'm not that strong. And I also know how he is a year ahead. His body and everything has slowly started to deteriorate. I'm old. I have a life. We had a great marriage. Happy. We traveled.
Mother of Papillons, can you please pop that link in to comment to that specific live right now, and I'll go there.
It was good. I really am not unhappy.
Thank you, love.
And I'm more than willing to just say goodbye and let me lie down. It's nothing painful. I just want to go to sleep. We bought our cemetery property a couple months ago.
That's okay. You just type it in, paste and copy it. But I'll find it. It's okay. I'll look.
Because I said something that made her feel like I had enough, and I'm not going to watch. If the trial doesn't go well, I know what I need to do.
Okay. Is it Mother of Papillons? Is it in Court TV or Vinnie Politan's own personal live? Okay. It's just okay. That's what I needed. Yeah. When people suggest something or tell me something that's going on tonight, it's no big deal because I have time to look. But if it's something happening real quick and you, even though you're not a mod, even though you're not a mod, you can always copy and paste a link. Yeah, I found it. You are such an angel. Thank you so much. Okay, do y'all want to continue listening to this right here, or do you want to go over to Vinny's live about the child? Let me know in comments, and I'll do it.
No, something was wrong because he lived here 9 years.
Thank you, Mother Papillons.
Just come over and say, I need to.
Thank you. Don't you start blinking. Much nicer with the light, don't you think? It's getting darker out there.
She sat down on the couch right there. I was sitting here,
Okay.
and she didn't say.
So I was basically playing that for the sound. That's wonderful. Now we're going to go over to Vinnie Politan. I may have to turn it down. Tell me if I have to turn it down.
And Emmanuel's remains were not located, but this picture tells the story. This picture tells the story of what is actually happening and why this is so significant. So significant. Jake Harrow cooperating. So you just look at the topography of this area. Now, did they just toss the baby? Did they wrap the baby? Did they bury the baby? How exactly was the baby disposed of by mom and dad, allegedly here? There's so many animals. There's so much wildlife in that part of the country. Coyote and others. So, yeah. But if you look at this area, you look, two things this picture tells you. Three things. One, Jake Harrow, we know he's under arrest. Two, he's not in jail. He is on the side of High Freeway, I guess they call it Freeway 60 in the valley. and you've got two members of law enforcement with him.
Hello, Teresa
but you have others that are
Lamaster.
there searching for baby Emmanuel. Now has not been found. This is the same photo, right? The same officers here. Another photo. This was Sanovicta on TikTok spotted what was happening on the side of the road. You know, it's not like they announce it. They just do their work, and then someone sees it, word spreads, and everybody ends up there. But how deep into the area did they go? And why did they not locate him? Because KTLA reporting that they're wrapping up the search for today. But if they're wrapping up the search for today, it's because it's the end of the day, and they'll begin first thing in the morning. But yeah, a lot of activity on the side of the road. A lot of you probably, or maybe you haven't seen him, but he was on my show. On the Tira, Ahmed Belozo, who is a local citizen journalist out there. Take a look at what he reported earlier.
Had the story that Jake had confessed, but we were waiting for this to break, and now we have footage 1080. Ahmed Belloso, we have found Emmanuel, homie.
Okay. Take you through the whole thing.
That this today, it has now lived up. The California Highway Patrol is here. The investigators are here. We got more police throughout here, right along Gilman Springs Road. Jake was here. He confessed. We already had the story that Jake had confessed, but we were waiting for this to break, and now we have footage 1080. Ahmed Belloso, we have found Emmanuel, homie.
Okay. Well, KTLA reporting that they did not find him yet, but they're in the area where they would search to find him. A couple of things from this that I just want to point out. Right here, the area. So it looks like you can access that area, and it kind of takes you in. So the question is, how far in did they go? Did they go with a shovel? Or did they just wrap them and toss them? You know, that's everything. The confession, there are different types of confessions. The question I had would be, number one, did he already strike a deal to lead them here? Did he strike a deal to lead them here? We know he's got a lawyer. Lawyer's not going to let him talk for nothing, right? You're not going to, yeah. But the lawyer also knows the first one to get to investigators gets the deal, right? So, what did he confess to? Did he confess to Red Rum, or did he perhaps confess to something less, right? Don't forget what we were talking about on the Tangent podcast. Al brought this up, and I thought it was the best point of the whole podcast is like, okay, if they do go to strike a deal and do admit to something, or this thing goes to trial, what exactly is the story going to be? The story could be that an accident happened and we panicked, right? An accident happened, we panicked. We thought that because Jake already had these charges and was on probation, they wouldn't believe you, so they panicked and they did what they did, made up the story. So I think there's been a confession,
100%,
at a minimum, to making up the story. Has there been confession to Red Rum? Has there been a confession to an accident? That's not clear. Has there been a confession to disposing of the body? That appears, just from this, putting your context clues together.
Okay, this is clickbait. He said, baby Emmanuel found reports coming out of California. So he's justifying this, saying that this man is the one I got to go opposite, is a man that's reporting that the body has been found when they have not. This is clickbait. I don't like it.
Making a circumstantial case for that, I would say yes, based upon what we've seen.
I see.
If he's here, then he's at least admitting to having disposed of the body in this area, or knowing that the body was disposed in this area. So all of this speaks volumes tonight. But officials apparently confirming to KTLA that the search was wrapping up, and his remains were not located. Now, my guess is they've been very good about this. San Bernardino.
I'm going to Okay, we're going to play this real quick.
The search for baby Emmanuel. Authorities were seen searching an area near the
Thank you,
60
June.
freeway in Moreno Valley.
And right alongside them was the baby's father, who was accused in the 7-month-old baby's murder. We want to show you this video. It's from just a couple of hours ago. This is near Gilman Springs Road out there, and you can see Jake Harrow there in the orange prison jumpsuit. Cadaver dogs, though, also out there assisting in the search for Emmanuel. But deputies say he was not located there. Now, Jake Harrow and the baby's mother, Rebecca Harrow, were arrested at their Cabazon home Friday morning on suspicion of murder.
And these arrests came just over a week after the Harrows reported the baby missing, after Rebecca claimed that she was attacked while changing Emmanuel's diaper outside a Big Five store in Yucaipa. Deputies say the baby is presumed dead, and
is a special needs child.
They're now working to recover his remains. The Harrows are expected to make their first court appearances on Tuesday.
And now,
All right, so we're going to go back to Vinnie Politan.
So I'm keeping my eye on any official word. So they still have nothing past the arrest from 2 days ago. So I'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that. But the headline tonight, everyone's talking about, was the baby found? No, there's been no official report that the baby has been found. And the only reporting out there right now, apparently, is KTLA saying that they're wrapping up without having found baby Emmanuel tonight. But obviously, this is huge. And here's on the theater getting the image of Jake on the scene, right? So he's locked up. He's in custody. He's been charged, but there's some level of cooperation.
Yeah,
here.
boo.
This is enormous amount of cooperation, but don't forget, he has a lawyer. Okay. So you have a lawyer, you're cooperating, you know, you're getting something, right? You had to get a deal. You don't play your whole hand without getting something in exchange. So I think that's clearly where we are tonight, that some deal has been struck, some level of cooperation. That's huge, but again, pull it back. What has he admitted to? What has he gotten in exchange? And what about Rebecca? What about Rebecca? Now, our investigators, I don't know what he said. Did he point the finger at Rebecca? Because my guess is, that's very possible. That's what he did last time he got in trouble. And his case got strung out for 5 years and he got a slap on the wrist. Then, of course, had another baby, and now this has happened. But is he going to point the finger at Rebecca and say, it was Rebecca that did it? It was Rebecca. It was Rebecca. And I'm on probation. I felt like I would get blamed, and I didn't want to get in trouble. So, we did what we did. So this is enormous development tonight. Okay. All right. So,
Deborah,
and this is as close as you're going to
Thank
get.
you.
Now, are they going to? They have to be able to. If he's taking them to the correct area, right? They're going to recover the body, but we don't know. Was it done at nighttime? So you don't know exactly where. And again, how was Emmanuel left there?
Okay, now that we have a lot of you on, let me share you the little journey. Yesterday, we moved 4 monitors, 2 poles, the desk. I mean, we moved everything over here. It's a different desk. I'm not using the same one because the desk is white. Everything is white. The chair is white. My things here, I've got to decorate. They're white. But we got everything set up. I did call June at a point of panic. I needed her help. I had no camera and no sound through the Rodecaster, meaning if I played a video on the computer, you couldn't hear it. I went ape nuts because I shouldn't have that problem when I just disconnect one little cord. It should all work. Amen. Yeah. That's what I heard. So anyway, a long story. Hi, Peppy. Long story short, I ended up on the call, and thank God Rodecaster has a tech support 24/7. I guess he was out of country. I don't know. Very nice guy, very calming, very, very helpful. But he told me, I've never had the problem you're having. It's recognizing your mic, so it should be recognizing your computer. We did a workaround fix, not the fix we should have, but it's working obviously, and it's working well. And then so we got the sound from the computer through the Rodecaster, so you can do it, and this light is going to start blinking again. But my camera was not, my computer wasn't recognizing my camera. I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, yeah, there should be no problem, boo. No problem. I just unplugged not the camera. I just unplugged from the computer, left the cord in the camera. I left the cords in all their proper items. I just unplugged them from the computer. And we just drove for 5 minutes and then plugged everything back in. So why am I having all these problems? Well, I got up this morning and went to church. I said a lot of prayers over this equipment, y'all. I mean, a lot of prayer. I was like, Lord, let me come home, and it worked. So I came home and it didn't work. The camera still wasn't working. And I went to thinking, my switcher has 2 ports, and I had done them last night, 1 and 2 that I can plug the camera in. Didn't work at all. Finally, I just shut everything down, unplugged everything from the switcher, plugged the camera and all that back in, and hallelujah, it recognized my camera about 2 hours ago or whatever it is. I think I called June. So it has been a very stressful move. The rest of the stuff is just, we got a storage unit, 10 by 10. We'll be putting some things in, but it was getting warm in here. I do have a ceiling fan in here. I don't know how that's going to affect my sound, but at least I got a fan. I may put my other fan mounted in here because I love it so much. It's smaller and quieter. So, but praise God, everything is working. It is much deeper. Usually my camera, my old studio, really my monitor was only about 2 feet from me. And now they're 3 feet. They're not so close that I have to do this. I can do smaller movements to see everything. It's much nicer. But I have to say, June, oh my God, she was so wonderful trying to help me troubleshoot. There's just been a lot thrown at me, and I'm just really struggling with that. Deborah, please check your email, FYI. So I am grateful, so grateful that everything is working. Oh, please don't show the ceiling fan. I can. It's nicer ceiling fan. It's brown. It's got the globe's nicer, although I think I need to put another light bulb in it. So anyway, we are back up and running. I do got to get used to this. I'm just not used to the lightness. I like my womb. Yes, everybody, please join us tomorrow. We have our bingo game for Adelson. That ought to be fun. He's both charged with a little girl was 10 weeks old. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. I want to show the ceiling fan. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so do we want to keep watching this?
on the side. Right? That is indeed the question. How did they leave it? The scene. Did they secure the child, give the child some level of a burial? Because if not,
My son had to close his business. The rent was going. Things were really changing, and it was not financially feasible for us to stay at that place anymore. So I had to move everything to my home. And I'm squeezing a lot of crap in very small space, and it's going to be a nightmare getting out of there, but we'll get it done.
it may be difficult to recover the remains. It may
Okay, let me find
be
it again.
difficult
I
to
closed it,
recover
but
the
I'll find
remains
it again.
if the baby was just left there, right? Was there clothing? Was the baby wrapped? Was the baby buried? How deep was the baby buried? Did they do it during the day? Did they do it at night? Those are the important questions right now. Let's see what some more of see what's happening out there. Okay.
Okay, I agree. Let's go ahead and go back to, I'm Vinnie Paladin worn out. Let's go back to the jail calls because that's interesting. I've not heard them.
Time for all of us. Charlie's on trial for his life. We're all aggravated.
Video to,
But this is what you're thinking. Just sat there. Listen, you're suicidal. I'm going to take correct you. I'm not suicidal. I'm fine. We see the boys tomorrow night. Yeah, we see them Sunday night. Great. Now, am I suicidal? No. Do I want to go to sleep and not see my son? I do. Perfectly honest, I do. And we'll do it together. We'll do it together. Leave a note. They'll know when to come and get us. And we'll do it together. The boy. Look, got to make a decision at some point. So after speaking to Dan this morning.
oh, my bad. Sorry, Deborah.
What they're thinking up there. I don't know if we'll make it out in time. I really don't. Because Dan said, you might, or you might do all of it, get to the airport, and they'll stop.
Popped up
That could
now.
happen. It could happen. I don't know, but it's worth a try. I've tried and tried and tried. I don't know what I'm doing. I've lost it, but I don't know what I'm doing. And we have to work that stuff for Roman for the argue with that.
What do you think? How is it want to be done?
With stipulations as to who's in charge and.
It's got to, Roman goes in a truck and get his name to Guardian under and the trustee. And so the trustee and the Guardian will be able to then the trustee on.
So that somebody would be watching.
Yeah, well, we want someone to take care of it. Guardian of the.
June to Discord.
So,
would make some effort to respond if someone's called. If she would do that, I could sit here with you and say, would you do that? But I can't because there was some. So do you tell her that I could call George?
No, I don't get it.
I don't know how to get in touch with her. So I said, let me ask George. So I said, George, I can't get in touch with her. Bonds told me my lawyer to call her lawyer if it's about the case. And it was not about the case. I have been Lisa. Sure. When I said, I just got off with Charlie, he's worried about you. He wants to know what, oh, because I said, yeah, we know you never ask anything about your brother, and she doesn't, and she told me it's because her lawyer said she shouldn't ask.
Unfortunately,
We found out it's not true, but we just got off the phone with him.
my attorney said no, and he asked her attorney. Her attorney said,
I never told her that.
"Well, I've never confronted them."
No.
I don't want to.
So I wrote this last night. We know you never asked anything about your brother. This is 8:00 last night. But we just got off the phone with him, and the first thing he asked was, how's Wendy holding up? I didn't have the heart to tell him that you never called us or asked about him. I just said, we weren't up to phone calls right now. Everyone looks to protect you. I bet you've got a lot to think about. But then she didn't answer. But then I got another call from Charlie at night, and I said, just got off the phone with Charlie. He's worried about you. He wants to know why we didn't speak. I told him a lie. I said, we're only speaking with you and Dan right now. I couldn't bear to tell him the truth. Your sister never even called us, is the truth. So she says this morning, I thought she'd be racing over here last night. Yeah. Dear Mom, I know you are upset by the verdict, but the anger directed at me is not justified. I don't know how much anger is. Really don't. I'm not responsible in any way for Charlie's situation. I am not guilty because I did not do anything wrong, and I was not involved in any way with Danny's death. When I was interviewed by the police and testified in court, I told the truth as I was required to do. I cannot control how the prosecutor used my statements at Charlie's trial. Again, I didn't say that. Also, as you know, my lawyer has advised me not to talk to my family or anyone else about this case. No, about the case, which is true. We've never done it. I followed his advice despite your disagreements with this guidance. Please do not text me about this case anymore. Not about the case, is it? Not what I said. About her brother, and that he wants, how are you, Wendy? How's my sister holding up? She can't. If you have anything further to say about the case, please go through our lawyers. Right now, I have to be singularly focused on taking care of the boys during this difficult time. So I wrote back, okay, we have no desire to speak with you about the case. I guess Dad and I are just shocked that you didn't think of coming to see us or even calling us. We are your parents. We are and have always been there for you and the boys. None of what we wrote matters about the case. That's over. I just want you to know how many times Charlie is asking about you. Not only do you not ask about us, but not one question about Charlie, right? We will need to give you some information shortly, and we need some business assistance. Please let us know if you can be of any help. I have a space here. I want to give her codes. We're going to be gone. I want her to have all this information. I have the cemetery property. I want her to see all that. I want her to have all these papers and the wills. I want her to see all this. So please let us know if you can be of any help. The other thing is the visa, which she would know about. No, I said we need some business assistance. Please let us know. If not, we'll try to find someone who can help us. This needs an immediate reply so I can start asking other people to help. And then she always gets nervous if we want to talk to her. So I wrote, don't get nervous. Again, nothing, in capital letters, nothing about the case. Just would like to show you some business stuff and personal things. If you can't do it, we must find someone who can. I hope you understand that it has nothing to do with the case. There is no more case. And then I wrote, by the way, you said you have to focus on the boys. Have you told them? So when I got George before, I said to him, he says, I was over there last night. I said, well, I asked Wendy, but I haven't got any word from her. So did she tell the boys? And he said, she did. Now I know Ben was very close. He was writing to Charlie all the time. So I said, how are they? And Ben was very quiet. He didn't really talk much. He says, Lincoln kind of faced it and said, so he's never coming home. He's never coming back. And so he said it took him 10 minutes and he was into basketball. I said, fine, he's a child. That's okay. I don't want to see them miserable and upset. That's not my goal. I just want to know how are they. So that's what I said earlier to George, because it was technical stuff that I couldn't do on the computer. I think just because we were out of it. So, and he's a computer tech person. So I said, can you help me with some computer stuff that I can't get done? and he was on some business calls, and so that he texted me just before I can be there, maybe 5:30. Would that be good? I said yes, but if I can get stuff done, then it's no.
I told Rick we have to pay for the passport.
We have the photos. We have to get them downloaded. And the other thing I don't understand that my daughter could help me with, but we've been looking it up over and over because things change if there is extradition from Vietnam. Because we've looked at all the places. I mean, I could go to Korea and China, but there's no extradition. But we're looking for places where there's no extradition.
In 15 minutes.
Who? Really? Good. Maybe she knows about. Maybe she can look up the extradition issue before we waste our time.
Is she going to tell on you that my parents are thinking of leaving the country? My lawyer told us to do that. Okay, but if you mention it to Wendy, is Wendy going to tell somebody?
Well, you tell her beforehand. I need to tell you something as an attorney who doesn't talk and has nothing to do with the case. It just has to do with Mom and I and some decisions that we have to make. Yeah, I know you want to bring her up and show her where everything is. It's a plane crash, no one's going to know where anything is or who belongs to what. So I would like her to come up here so she could see it. I don't think that's asking too much. She can live 3 hours away. Every time she says, can you do this? Can you come here? Can you do this? Everything. How many times do we have plans that I really can't and have to cancel? Wendy needs us for this. Wendy needs us to babysit. So we've been really good nannies, and I guess our job is up. Because now the boys are older, they can go out with friends, they can do things on their own. So she doesn't need grandma and grandpa. Okay, pretty hurtful. I have one son that I don't speak with. I have one son who's close to being dead. And my daughter, whom I love, is doing this. I don't get it. I don't get it. I said to Harvey, I swear to God, our family was cursed, absolutely cursed. And I don't know how to take care of it anymore. So, we're going to better be sitting at the table than up here. I know, just click it off. I'm stuck. Because some members of the emails up under our faces. So I have to at night shut off the sound because it doesn't stop. I'll show you what we did. A hotel because you need an address to put on the visa.
I don't think she will. I don't think she will. In all honesty, I don't think she will. If you're triggered, mother of papillons, please self-care. If you need to leave, I understand. We're here for you. A lot. A lot. She can't change her story right now. At this point, Wendy Adelson cannot change one shred of hair of evidence because she is now under the protected order of the agreement that anything that she testifies to, she cannot be charged and arrested for. However, if she changes anything, if she throws her mom under the bus, if she does anything like that, that negates everything. That's then opens her up because they will throw out her agreement. You can't lie. That's the biggest part of this. You cannot lie. And if she changes everything, her immunity, thank you, it is a limited immunity. And thank you, I couldn't think of the word immunity. And if she changes her story and starts lying or changes the testimony from what she's done thus far, then it puts her in big jeopardy. Yes, I agree. Whoever left the country first would have been charged. I honestly agree. If Wendy started to leave the country, she would have been arrested too. Definitely. Definitely.
Whatever is under my position. Not want anything that super expensive. I just want a place that I can know. When did it tell you what the price is, or do I have to go on to school? Down to the right. Oh, you have to go on the.
Okay, I think they're done. All right, they're done. But I want to show this. I'm going to switch gears for a moment though. They are done. I would love to have all of their calls. One thing I loved about the Sarah Boone case, there was so much information to be had from their jail notes, from her daily activities. There was so much to talk about. But yeah, I think whoever left the country first would have been arrested. Well, yes and no. If it was a one-way ticket, definitely. If it was a two-way ticket, maybe not. But definitely. I think so. Okay. We're going to switch gears real quick and then I'll let everybody go. This was a test run. The case that I was talking about is actually the Amber Thias Haviland. She's 38-year-old mother from San Antonio who was arrested after her 3-year-old daughter, Aurora Bourgeois. I have to hear it. Bourgeois. It's weird. Was found safe following the statewide Amber Alert. While early rumors circulated outlines suggest child may have been hidden in a safe, the official reports did not confirm that detail, but this is what we know so far. She was found on August 23rd at the Odom Drive, northwest of Bexar County. Interference with child charges was interference with child custody. Aurora and Amber were last seen together July 7th of 25. 21st of August, Amber Alert was issued after CPS failed to locate Aurora during the court removal. 23rd, Aurora found safe and was arrested at her home. Authorities cited ongoing drug abuse, neglect, and possible abuse as reasoning for removal of Aurora from Amber's custody. Amber Alert was triggered when Amber allegedly prevented CPS from executing a court order removal, prompting a multi-agency search. Amber's brother, Dustin Haviland, was also arrested for interference with child custody after misleading deputies about the child's whereabouts. He later admitted to lying and to protect his sister. While the social media posts speculative commentary mentioning the child being found inside a physical safe, no official law enforcement statement has confirmed this detail. But the child was recovered safely at the residence, focused and remains on the custodial interference and neglect allegations. More charges may be following. So it is a possibility that the child was found in a safe, but it's not confirmed. But here's the video of her going into the Sally Port at the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. He is so over her.
Your jurisdiction is not over. You understand? You understand? You understand?
They're not talking to her.
I've committed no crime. Can someone tell me why I'm being arrested? Can someone tell me what my rights are?
All right. You go get her stuff.
I'm not giving consent for me being arrested or videotaped or even.
And didn't you also testify in the trial in which Sigfredo Garcia was convicted?
Sorry, didn't mean to put that on stage. There we go. I know it is a very triggering word. I'm going to have to be careful what colors I wear because that's very kind of a greenish color in here. I'll get better lights and it'll change the color up. It doesn't look like that. It more warm and yellow anyway. I know Sallyport is such a triggering word right now. It is. It is. It is. All right, guys. Joe Schmo, you are right now. Oh my gosh. I don't know how, but you're our top chatter. Our top fans are Joe Schmo, June, Deborah, Angela, Out and About with Diane, Hildeby. Oh my gosh. Like, really? Sally needs to change her last name. Cannot hear what? Me? Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't tell me we got a sound issue. Can you not hear me? Oh, yeah, I guess you can if you hear me say that. Actually, no, I do not have fluorescent lights in this room, which is wonderful. Really, really good. Oh, the maybe talking to the cops. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Yay. Okay, so the space will get more comfortable to me as we get settled in. My house is in total chaos. It looks like a bomb went off because we're bringing stuff in. I got you don't want to see that mess over there. I've got a lot going on, but the good news is this is my new comfort space. Yeah, she goes, I didn't give my consent to be arrested or videotaped. Yeah, well, boo, you never do. But I guess this is going to become my new womb. I will get comfortable in it, probably take a couple of days. But I will say that I can see outside now, so I can see the day moving by. Before it honestly, I would lose track of time so easily because I was in a room with no windows or the window was blacked out behind me. So that's in a sense, the day tend to fly by, but like right now I can see it's dark outside just in my peripheral and I don't have any other light coming in. So we're going to have to watch the light source as it travels through the day. Oh, no. You're good. You're good. I am going to put shears on this side just to block a little bit because I know in the morning I'm going to have a little glare on these computers. The sun kind of goes across this way over the house. So I don't have any direct sun coming from this way. I will from over here, but it won't interfere with anything. Oh, well, then I'll have to take my cell phone and get a picture of the ceiling fan and put it on the screen. Get a little ceiling fan video going. Maybe I'll put a ceiling fan video on. I'll video my ceiling fan, download it, and put it on when I have to go to the comfort break. So y'all can see my ceiling fan turning. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. I will be able to decorate a little bit for Christmas. Not a whole lot, but that'll be fun. Maybe I'll decorate a little bit for fall. Kind of got a little bit of fall colors back there. Everything you see behind me, except for this clock my sister gave me, she decorated this room when it was my makeup studio, and it was so awesome. Yes, Miss Deborah, please download the app. You will have to register and then validate your account. Now you just got to check the green block, the box with a check to validate. Please do that as soon as possible. Oh, you'll be here all week? Oh, thank you so much for being here all week. And what date is your 1-year anniversary so I can make sure I get it on my calendar? Wunderbar. Deborah, if you need help, just scream out, June! Because she's my expert on Discord now. We're both somewhat equal, but she knows more about some areas than I do. I mean, I don't know it all. Oh, uh, somebody asked me something a while back. I know, right? This gets dusty. This here, no politics, is a letter. Oh, y'all can see my monitor. Hey, let me turn it this way. Look, you guys can see my monitors. 2, 3. There's the monitor up there. That's 4. There's the light. Here's all of my desk. You got my Rodecaster Pro, which is right there. And all the multicolors. You see the keyboard, you see the switcher in the middle, and then you see the iPad. Hey, you get to see my whole office. Anyway, this is very important to me. This is from the House of Representatives, Washington, D.C., from Chip Roy, 21st District, Texas, September 11th, 19. Dear Ms. Brown, I am writing today to recognize you for your heroic actions regarding a car accident on I-10 West. Without a shadow of a doubt, your actions protected both the children and the mother, 5 kids and 1 mom. 3 were critically, one of them almost surely would have died had we not been there when we got there. From further harm as a result of their tragic accident, for they will always be indebted to you. I am incredibly thankful for your actions, and I'm humbled to have the honor of recognizing you for your heroism. Texans like you give me great hope for the future of our country, for it is unselfish actions that you exhibited that night that should be celebrated and repeated by all. Texans continually remind me that outside of Washington, D.C. exist real Americans, where people care for one another, help one another when they can, and expect nothing in return, simply because it's the right thing to do. Thank you for your actions and for your service, and to the family in need. If I can ever be of assistance to you or your family, please do not hesitate to reach out to my office. Chip Roy, Member of Congress. Is that not freaking wicked awesome? Yeah. That's awesome. That's going right next to this other picture. I don't have many awards and accolades. I do what I do, and I do it quietly. Oh, no, you don't. No. Oh my, no. I'll turn it off for now. I'll fix it later. Oh, thank you. I'm a first responder, volunteer firefighter, first responder chaplain. Anyway, that accident, a family car rolled over, ejecting half of the people. And myself and one other friend was actually first on scene. And he supported me because he wasn't that medical first responder. And we took care of several of them. 2 of the children had spinal cord injuries. The mother had neck and spinal cord injuries. So it was pretty chaotic scene. One of them was walking around with a fractured neck. Yeah, we took care of all that. This light has never given me trouble at all in the other place, and I move, and now it's starting to go, whoa, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Well, I didn't know it, but some of my Red Cross volunteer brothers sent a letter to Chip Roy telling them what we had done. And so, yeah, that was pretty cool. I don't know. It's never been a problem before. So I've got multiple. So tomorrow we're just going to wing it as it is. I want to go to the shop tonight, but I don't know if I can. Well, it's only 8:36, so maybe I can. Maybe I can convince my son to go with me so I can get my footstool, get another light, and but I got to find the power cord to the light. So I don't know. I want my coffee maker because I have no coffee here. No coffee. Yeah, I gotta get my coffee maker. I can dig my old one up out of here maybe and set it next to me for the time being. And then just have that. I have a few pods here, so but I don't have any creamer. I can drink it without creamer if I have to. I know, y'all. All right, guys, y'all have been so awesome. I'm ecstatic that this is all functioning. I'm ecstatic that we will be live at 7:30 in the morning. Hey, guess what? I can get up at 7 in the morning and not 6:30. I can get up at 7 in the morning and not 6:30. Get my makeup and hair, brush my teeth, and just come in here, just dress from the waist up, bottoms can be PJs. Oh, there's going to be some benefits to not having to drive into the shop every day. There's going to be some benefits. No, Mandy, none of you, Tinkitude, there you are. Yeah, I'm seeing you now. I wasn't earlier, Tinkitude, so I don't know why. I don't know why. Not sure what. Yay! And my Cowboys won. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, blue for Cowboys. I'm a cowgirl. Hey, I spent a whole week with Tom Landry. He did a conference, and I was the head photographer for the Billy Graham Crusade when it came to San Antonio. And for one of my, I followed. It was a 3-week long assignment. The week of, the week before, the week of, and the follow up week. And Tom Landry had the week before. Had a bunch of men's thing, and I literally shadowed him for 8 in the morning till 9, 10 at night. Got to talk to him a lot, got to visit, got to have lunch, had dinner, even had coffee and breakfast. I mean, it really was an amazing experience. Tom Landry was awesome. Are you going to, Joe, do a panel of us? I like doing panels. That's always cool, having like 4 or 5 of us up. That'll be cool. But anyway. So anyway, yes, what day is your, I may have missed it. When is your anniversary? I did not see that comment. I may have missed it. Yes, they did. I think they did anyway. But I know my Cowboys won, and this chick is digging her Cowboys, y'all. Oh, okay. Now let me see how it looks if I do this, guys. It may not look. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's the broad view. Here's the window right there. So this is the broad view. Yeah. Yep. What? I don't know who this is. We'll find out. So August 31st, 1 week from today. Okay, so you're going to do a Sunday live? Okay. I'll make sure to bring something nice. I'll bring something nice to the party. I will make sure and bring something nice. You'll get a blessing. Oh, I forgot to do that. Bring comments on stage. So this is the total room. So that plaque thing will go right there. Yep. How do you like my fringe lamp, my Victorian? This is an authentic French, a fringe lamp. Oh, my sister got this. It's a monkey. It's a capuchin. Looks like it's floating in air. Looks like it's hanging from the lamp. I kind of like it. I'm so happy for you, Joe. I really, really am. I had mine back in July. Yeah, I had mine back in July. So, yeah, I'll make sure I have some cool pajamas on or something fun to wear that will be celebratory. Don't worry, they'll be polite. I'll do something fun. God knows, I may put a happy birthday hat on. I don't know. We'll do something fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. This has been a huge change, a very stressful change, but I'm glad this section is done. It's only 1/10 of what we got to get done, but I am so excited that my fears of things not working happened, but at the same time, we figured it out. I learn every time that happens. So thank you, Jesus, for that. I want to thank all of y'all for sticking with me, and I hope the sound is fine because I can't hear myself. Sorry, I'm muted when I sneezed, and I'm pushing different buttons now. I'm able to reach my Rodecaster a whole lot easier versus being way over here. It was on the side, so I would mute in the computer, which was more difficult. So now I've got it where it needs to be, which is right here. I got everything right where it needs to be. I have more desk space, so I'm trying to find the positive. You'll probably start seeing some of my little ragdoll kitty. She's been staying with me. So, but anyway, y'all, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope all of y'all have a fabulous evening. I'm going to go ahead and get off. There's a phone call I got to make. I got to see about setting up my coffee maker and doing all that tomorrow, and get my mug and water in it and all that kind of good stuff. And I also got to see if I have no food in this house. None. We usually had food at the shop because we're there from 7 in the morning till 8, 10 at night. So now I gotta restock the fridge here and do all that. So I got to get ready for tomorrow. So thank you so much. Yeah, if you don't get it set up tonight, we'll take care of it tomorrow. But please come back and join me tomorrow morning. We're going to be on at 7:30 morning with Donna Adelson. I am going to go through a little bit about her trial, and I'll give a little recap of the road thus far of the Donna Adelson trial. We will be playing bingo. Don't forget, Miss June has made us some fabulous bingo cards. Actually, I can share it, I think. This just gives you a sneak preview of our bingo card. And let me get it on stage. There is our fabulous bingo card for tomorrow. So yes, we can be seeing that tomorrow. Miss June, you were amazing. And thank you so very much for doing that bingo card. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. June, what is this? Oh, 5:30 p.m., 6:30 Mountain Time, 6:30 Central Time. No, June, no. No, ma'am. It's 7:30 Central Time. It is Central Time, 7:30. So it's 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, 7:30 Mountain, 6:30 PST. You're an hour early on all of it. My time is 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Or Central Time. Almost. We almost had it. All right, guys. With that, we got it done. Thank you, Lord Jesus. We got it done. And I'm set up and ready to go. I still want to have some kind of decorations on this wall. We'll figure it out. All right, guys. Good night. There you go, Joe Schmo. There you go, Joe Schmo. Okay, that makes more sense. 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. There you go. There you go. In other words, June is 5:30 your time. That's all. Oh, sorry about that. 5:30 your time. Oh, fun. We'll see you. We'll call you in a minute, Deborah. Everybody else, y'all have a fabulous evening. Make sure you love your families, hug your children or husband or wife or whomever if you're living with somebody. Get a good night's sleep, wake up refreshed, and come join us for the shenanigans of the Donna Adelson trial tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be some. I wonder if she's going to cry and boo-hoo again. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I hope you have an awesome day. Till next time, take care.